out for this. So, yeah. Okie dokie. Hello, kids. Yeah. We were discussing the comic book covers and everything, and then we saw that Maranya said, show the books. We better show the books. That's the rule here. Okay, yeah, guys, these are all going to be in this week's auction. I'm keeping an eye on everything, where to put things, where not to put things, or are they even auction worthy? I had to look because, you know, I go through, most of them come in bags like this. I always pray, please come in bag and backing boards, because that just saves me a whole bunch of trouble. Unfortunately, not this time. Only one. But I looked on the back, and this just disappointed the heck out of me. I hope I am not going to get another thing like this.
What's the front? What book is that?
Sergeant Fury Special Marvel Edition, issue number 6.
Oh, well, that's better than a Spider-Man 86. 7, 8, 9.
Well, I think it's even that would be okay. I mean, that I can put $1 on and be, I could go to sleep at night. If it's a Spider-Man 86, I could put $5 on it with a torn cover and I'd be okay.
Oh, you put more down on it.
Yeah, if it's a modern day book and it's like that, then it's like, okay, this book's ruined. You might as well throw it away. Here we have the only book that was in a bag and backing board. It's Kazar number 7, and it looks like it's a 50 center as well. So there you go. Next up, we've got some Marvel Tales from way back. This is issue number 50. You know what book that reprints?
Somewhere in the 60s, on a 66-ish.
Okay, well, here we have a reprint of what looks like the fight that kills the Captain Stacy.
That is 89.
There you go. And here we have issue number 56.
I think that's 75.
There you go. And if I remember correctly, he graduates from college in this issue. Marvel Tales issue number 68.
No, he graduates from college in Spider-Man 185.
Really? I thought it was this one.
No.
Or is this high school? I thought this one.
No, high school was issue 28.
Okay. I have been corrected. All right. Next up, Marvel Tales issue number 72.
Frog, who's my favorite girl and what are the Ultimates?
Eric's favorite girl,
America
Chavez.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now this reprints the first appearance of Black Widow in her new outfit.
Yes.
There you go. And we have a Rom the Space Knight, issue number 3. There you go. And oh, here's a 50 center. It just looks like somebody just took a pockmark maker. This cover looks like Edward James Olmos's face. It's just all pockmarks. There you go. And then we have Marvel Tales, issue number 55. Next up, Marvel 2-in-1, issue number 67. There's some Hyperion action. And then the Impossible Man gets to meet the Thing again in issue number 60. There we go. Hey, Jim, what's up? What's up? Now, I don't know if I'm happy about this because Sergeant Fury didn't sell a lot last week. But we've got issue number 121. I was actually surprised at that. Just no love for the Fury. Here is War is Hell, starring Sergeant Fury. This is issue number 8. So I guess he took over War is Hell. Is this a reprint book now?
Not all of them, because I think, if I'm mistaken, War is Hell number 9 has the first unofficial appearance of Death, and it's worth big bucks.
Oh, wow. Okay. The unofficial first appearance of Death. All righty. Next up, we got some more Marvel Tales. This is issue number 73. I don't mind Marvel Tales so long as they say 30 cents or less.
I'm going to take this moment to say I think I've never been more proud of anything VENKMAN's ever typed in.
Anyone else still bummed out about Don Perlin dying back in May looking
I'm guessing loving his Ghost Rider arc. I never thought so when I met him, I never thought I'd see that at any point in human history.
All right. Next up we have Marvel Tales number 41. Little stain on the back though.
Is that kind of like those older ones because they had new covers?
Yeah, they didn't just recreate. Well, this is issue number 76.
Yeah, but that is the cover for I think 95.
Okay. And here is 75, Marvel Tales, the Spider-Man origin retold. Is that the same?
I think so.
And then we have issue number 65. Now, I know this isn't the same because I think they're throwing a table at each other. This is issue number 65.
Yes,
I remember. And he's in his white outfit.
Yeah, that's you're thinking of when he breaks, he's getting ready to break a desk over him or something.
Here's issue number 58. We have Spider-Man and the Lizard. And then this is the same cover. This is issue number 61. There we go. Random here, Marvel Universe, Book of the Dead, issue number 19. Love these. I love the freaking Marvel Universe books. And yes, I do read through it. I you know what? I couldn't just read through that entire omnibus from one to the other, but I do pick it up and I do read it. Remember when he was Phantom Rider? There we go, and the back cover. All right, let's see what else is in this bag here. Man, Marvel Tales today, huh? Issue number 86. And then we have some Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, issue number 122. Well, I could have put Spider-Man onto on the the thumbnail. Here we have the Incredible Hulk, issue number 264. You hurt children, you hurt girl. Hulk now hurt you. Alrighty, and
Miller cover kids.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yep, right there on the corner. Even we got his little, we got his signature. Frank Miller on the Hulk. Wow. Goodness, it's not too bad. We've got this double size. It's a king size special annual. We do have a little bit of a trouble on the spine here. Always look, you got a little bit right here and right there, but otherwise okay. There's a couple of lines on the cover, but here we have king size special Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. This is issue number 7. Probably the best looking freaking Sergeant Fury cover I've seen. They just don't have Joe Kubert drawing his books, man. Alrighty, so here we go. We got Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, and this is issue 147. And here is the Incredible Hulk, issue number 222. Let's see. We didn't mention Auto Racing or French Comics. Paolo showed up. He must be using his live stream to fall asleep. I would strongly recommend Mad Men in a Box for your cure to insomnia. All those characters from the Book of the Dead are now alive. Yep. Which one of you guys ordered the Paolo? All of us. All right. So here is issue number 279 of the Hulk. And this is the one where he gets his intellect back, right?
Well, it's part of that. That's the issue where he gets his presidential pardon.
Ah, okay. All right. And let's see. Opening this one, we get right off the bat a Conan issue 121. Nice. And ooh, not so nice. Yikes. This is issue number 113. A little bit rougher shape than the 121. There you go. Let's see. We've got issue number 126. Issue number 28 is next. Not really. I wish. But I do have 74. There we go. And let's see, issue number 127. Yeah, I need another copy of that. I think I've got 3 at the flea market right now. There you go. Always could use another one. Have issue number 123 of Conan. And then issue number 124. And issue number 126. There you go. Oh, this is nice. And if you're going to get some King Conan, it's pretty good to get issue number 1. Of course, it would be better without the water damage right here. There you go. Conan the Barbarian, issue 125. And back to the Marvel Tales. And we have issue number 74. Is that the first appearance of the Prowler? That's second, third.
Probably the first.
Okay, and this is issue number 77. Is this part of the druggy thing?
Yep. First issue, I would say, would be 96.
Okay. And we have Marvel Milestone edition of the X-Men, and this is definitely $1. It's not going to be any higher than that because it's dirty on the borders there. Oh, guy, don't send books like this. This is kind of sad to me. And this is only $1 in best of shape, but still, this is Magnus number 25. But look at this. Why send something like that? I actually have a pile of books. When I'm going through, I'll throw them into a little pile, and it's like, yeah, these aren't going. Hey, true or false? There was a story arc where Bizarro was smart for a little while, but then went back to normal. Yeah, I think they did that in the I want to say Red Hood and the Outlaws. Yeah. They did that in the Red Hood and the Outlaws during the Rebirth. It was actually pretty good. I do recommend.
It was a Bizarro. It wasn't the Bizarro, if I remember correctly.
But I did like that title during Rebirth. That was pretty good. Let's see. That ZACK cover. This Your Lost comic sale this week. No, actually, these are the books. They just came in. These are the books that are going to be in the next auction. Of course, I do have to go through these and find out, are they in shape enough to sell? Sometimes that does happen where I go, ooh, this looks good, and it's all cool stuff, and then it comes in and sometimes you can't tell exactly what condition some of the books are when you buy a big collection. Yeah, that's harsh. But generally, I get good stuff, and I get at least, and I get in good condition. And sometimes, like when I got the Looney Tunes and the Ms. Marvel, I get them in my light bags. So that's what I hope for every time, but it's not going to happen. All right, next up, we have Conan issue number 120. And, oh, wow, a $10 book is next. We got a big dog, all because of the art. Sometimes a comic book cover, it becomes popular just because the art is awesome. Like Hulk. With the you got the Wolverine, and you see the Hulk's reflection, and that's just because of the cover. Let's see. Oh, Batman, the one with the cape, and he's holding on the girl, part of year 2. That one got popular because of the cover. This is popular due to the negative space. Yeah, I do believe this is John Byrne. It says actually right here. Yes, it's John Byrne. It's Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 101. And that is a fucking awesome cover. I don't care. You will not be able to change my mind. That is awesome. Yeah, that's a big dog. There you go. Let's see. Sergeant, man, I asked you, did they even make any other Sergeant Furies other than the number 11 that I keep getting? Well, here's number 5. All right. And it looks like that entire collection is just not in the greatest of shapes. Here's number 8. So these will all be in the dollar bin or less. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos issue number 95. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Yay. It's another big dog, but this one isn't going to be too expensive, but it is a Silver Age. And let's see, Savage's first mission. It's telling the story of this is Captain Savage, number 14. Cool, cool, cool. All right, that is pretty neat. That is neato. Oh no, this has to be the first appearance Prowler, right? That looks more like it. I don't know.
Well, it was a 2-part story, so if that's,
yeah.
So maybe that's that probably was.
Alrighty, and next up we have issue number 64. Spidey tangles with a strange new supervillain and deadly old-time enemy called the Schemer. This is Marvel Tales issue 64.
And real quick, Begorra! It's Eric O'Green during St. Patrick's Day. There. All right, now I'm back.
What did we just do?
Legend called me Eric Green. So Paul said I'm only Eric Green during St. Patrick's Day, so I had to.
There you go.
Yes.
All righty. Next up, kids, Marvel Tales issue number 34. There we go. And we've got Marvel going to some more modern, meaning like what, 30 years ago? Marvel Tales. This is issue 165. What's that?
That's a comic book, sir. You sell those
okay.
on Saturday nights.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Yes. All right. Here we have issue number 166. That's the first appearance of the Molten Man? Multi-Man.
That might be the same issue that he graduates, because I know Molten Man was the villain in that story.
Okay. This is the second appearance of the Scorpion, reprinted. I think I know my stuff. Okay, this is reprinting Spider-Man. All right, and that's Marvel Tales issue number 171. There you go. All right, let's see next. This is like Christmas, except for occasionally you're disappointed because there's a coffee stain on one of the fucking comics. All right. All right, let's see how this one does. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's all shit. Oh, man. And this is an awesome. Somebody drew a fucking comb over and a mustache on Kingpin. This is a complete crap comic, by the way. This should never have made any kind of sale. This is almost an insult. This is issue number 43. Look what they did to Kingpin.
That's and they colored his teeth, too.
Yeah, they did.
He just mailed in that comb over.
I know, right? This is crap. I'm not even going to put it with the other books. That's just going to set aside there. We do have Incredible Hulk 275 though, with, by the way, Barry Boswick Megaforce movie being advertised. So that's awesome. And then we have issue number 265. We got some Ghost Rider. Who is that? That isn't Firestar, is it? It looks like
I think that's the chick that ended up being in West Coast Avengers for a while.
Okay.
I can't remember her name. I was Texas Twister.
Hey, Venk. There we are. And that's what's it's called? Red Wolf, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, okay. They have that in my shop for $70 right now. That number 1 Marvel premiere.
Cool. Oh, the first appearance of Red Wolf.
Yep.
That's
next up, we have Hulk at number 238.
It's Marvel what?
That's Marvel Spotlight number 1.
Okay, I get those mixed up so easily. They're the same thing.
And we have the Incredible Hulk issue number 304.
Eric, they're the same to me because they're expensive and old.
Yeah, and there was about 7 Marvel titles like that at the time, too.
And just so you know, you are Eric Green from now on now. Thanks to Legend.
We have Quest Probe issue number 2 featuring Spider-Man.
Ah.
And hey, this one actually doesn't look like crap, and it's old. It's issue number 38 of Marvel Tales.
If you ever get the Spidey stories, like the UK runs, I'm looking for those.
Okay.
You told me when he was in England?
Yep.
He showed one.
When did he show it? Like 20 minutes before I got here?
No, it was he was in England in like issues 95, 94, 95 or something.
These are the Spidey Super Stories.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the
Spidey Super Stories is hard to get because every one of them is $10 to $20.
I know. If you get at least one, you'll sell.
I know, right?
By the way, Venkman, I've probably been called green more than Breen in my life, so that's nothing new.
As long as you're not called blue.
All righty, we have issue number. You're my boy, Blue. It's issue number 454 from Marvel Tales.
73.
There you go. And
all right, kids.
we have
all these Spider-Man books. I expect you to buy them in the auction this week. I don't want to look at them.
right, and here we have issue number 37 of Marvel Tales. Well, I actually have not bid on a lot of stuff this week. I kept my word on that. Where I'm gonna let the these comics ride for the following week, and the stuff that I have at the auction, whatever doesn't sell this week, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna make up an auction from that.
You got a big run of Marvel Tales there. So if you ever do put it up, if they don't sell this weekend, you can sell them as a group probably, and people will buy a lot of them.
Maybe,
especially if you have runs like numbers close together.
Mm-hmm. That might actually be a good idea. Put it up there, maybe get a $40 or $50 sale instead of just a couple of $2.
Yeah.
Firebird, says Jim Sorensen. Red Wolf spent all that issue going, hey, did you know I helped the Avengers that one time?
Speaking of Mexican Spider-Man, can we get that translated? I want to read those.
I wish they're leaving money on the table.
I know. Paulo, you could translate for us.
Ooh.
You know that series is most famous for it all, yeah?
For keeping Gwen alive, ignoring the content.
Well, no, but the artist was obsessed with Gwen Stacy butt shots.
I mean, better than Ditko's butt shots of Spider-Man.
Well, no,
better than Ditka's butt shots during NFL Super Bowl.
There's a video where a guy goes through those, and he just shows a bunch of panels. And he just goes, but, and it's just like, Gwen, any chance to show her bending over from behind, that was in the book.
No, but I mean, like, when we read these old Ditko stories, there's a lot of butt shots of Spider-Man. It's like they're going for Stallone butt shots, but with pants on.
The art was actually good in those Mexican issues.
Oh yeah, I've seen a few. They are fun. I just don't know I only know what's going on by pictures.
No, it never will. Okay, there we go. All righty, so let's get going here.
But he did read one though. He read the. Yeah, remember we read the what's your name?
AOC.
AOC, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but Biden wasn't in that. Next up, we have Warlord, issue number 40.
Oh, but we had the beautiful Pelosi in there though.
Go. Next up, we have issue number 41.
Hey, I recognize that guy. That's Batman from the recent movie.
Here is issue number 46. And
did
issue
Warlord
number
crossover with
42.
Oh, it's DC. I was gonna say I was gonna hear a crossover with Conan, but.
And then, this probably will be in the 50. I'm going to have a 50-cent bin starting off. This is kind of rolled. You see, it's got a red something or other right here, maybe blood. Actually, it looks like, jelly donut. Yeah. I'm going to have a 50-cent lot. That's it. Usually when I do a 50-cent lot, I start the auction about 15 minutes early so it doesn't take away from the time.
Now I can just imagine a big fat security guard eating a jelly donut and reading a Warlord comic.
Reading a Warlord comic, yeah. Here's issue number 8.
As the place gets robbed.
And then we have issue number 7. There we go.
Whoa.
Hey, they're wearing the same outfit. All right, then we have issue number 31.
Marvel Tales and Warlord tonight, or that Saturday night.
We got Marvel Tales. We've got Incredible Hulk. We've got Warlord. Here is issue number 50, which I'll always love this cover. That is
Let's take a poll, guys.
Really good.
Which one are you looking forward to? You have 3 different books.
Right. Yep. Here's Incredible Hulk, issue number 227.
There you go. With the Avengers on it, that makes it so much better.
And then we have Incredible Hulk, issue number 240. Yeah, there's a lot of Hulk in this one. There you go.
I've always been more of a fan of the Hulk interacting with the Avengers or early heroes.
And then we have 239.
Who's writing these this time?
Let's see. Do Roger Stern, Sal Buscema.
There you go. That's Roger Stern on there. That's definitely notes to be a good book.
And then we have 236, Incredible Hulk.
And Sal's art on there. Sweet. Sal was the one that hated the heroes, right?
No, that was John.
It was John? Okay.
And then we have issue number 258 of Our Army at War, starring Sergeant Rock. And we have issue number 296 of Our Army at War, starring Sergeant Rock.
He's playing in the scene and playing on the beach.
Yeah, that's playing. Yeah. No.
DC
Superstars presents issue number 15, starring Sergeant Rock and the Unknown Soldier.
Well, he's not unknown anymore because Sergeant Rock knows him now. Right?
And is that Madam, what's her name?
Madam.
Millie, yeah.
Millie
Marie. Yep, that is her. No. I do know one thing. Anytime Sergeant Rock is not in Sergeant Rock, got to check the price. Next up, we have Sergeant Rock, number 307.
Powell coming with the fact I didn't need to know. He said Roger had the least known of all sidekicks, Fred Sloan. I don't know why that'd be important.
Your life has been made better. Here's issue number 302 of Sergeant Rock.
Was Fred better than Rick? Or worse?
And hey, one more of these. I don't think this is in $10 quality, though. This is Sergeant Rock Special from 1977. We had one of these about a month, maybe a month and a half ago. Ready. That is, let's put that in the big dog. Okay, next bag. Let's pop these open here. Had a couple of doubles. Let's see what we got going on here. And put these. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a ton today of the Incredible Hulk. Okay, next up, we have the very first appearance of Arak, Son of Thunder, in Warlord number 48. I know those are words that just get excitement all around. Then we have issue number 253 of the Incredible Hulk.
I was a loss for words.
I know, right?
I thought Eric was going to have his own title, and then all of a sudden it's like he's an Warlord. Because I had a different tab open.
Ooh, this is cool. Beware the Changelings. This is 252 of the Incredible. Fuck you guys. Come on. Why are you putting books? Yeah. All righty. 262 of the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, you got a double?
No, the back of it. You know, I turned it around and it's got this on it, so it's 50 center.
I mean, as long as the inside is okay.
Yeah, it's a 50 center. You know, it's I'm not going to put that up for regular price. If it was a something or other, like you know, if there was a key into it, maybe. But the worst thing is you really can't tell. You know, I guess there's clips on the thing. This is a 50 center.
A lot of these older books are at least $1 to me, even if they're marked, because like you're paying $1, and you know if someone's trying to sell something like this, you know, it's not, you know, it's like saying like, well, you're for the 50 cents. Can you go down to a quarter then, bro?
Yeah, I've experienced that kind of thing. One guy tried to get into a bidding war. I have bottomed out prices already, and some guy got in a bidding war, and it pissed me off. So he's like, "Oh, this says $2 here. I'll give you $1.50." I said, "How about $2.50?" And he goes, "I'll go $2.75." I said, or $1.75. I said, $2.75 because you're doing this wrong. I can't go any lower, man. What are you talking about?
I'd say throw in a bag and a board, and I'll give you $1.
There you go. Well, that's actually the way I do it. Yeah. So here you go. 260 was it? Yeah, 260.
We had a guy that used to come into Phil's, and he was always trying to talk people down off of the lowest discounted merchandise.
Yeah.
So finally, I made a sign and said, "No further discounts. This means you, Roger." And I put it on the wall behind a bunch of dollar records where I knew he'd see it. I don't think I've ever, for a while, because he's the cheapest bastard I've ever met. Found out he tried to talk somebody down from a quarter at a church rummage sale.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bad. Who has the higher IQ? You think Biden or Beavis and Butthead? These days, yeah. Once upon a time, Biden was smart enough to become evil. I mean, think about it. I mean, he sent his drug-addled kid out to get money for him through China, or from China through him. He was able to set up so many things that go against the American people in America. In the end, not only did he become president, but he's got half the population. Even though they watch him, I know there's some people that don't want him to be president, but there's some people who believe that was a fucking fake out. And that takes some sort of brains. Maybe they've turned to mush now, but Biden was an evil fucking moron. It just happened to luck into genius. Go on ahead.
There's a photo going around. I think it's Gavin Newsom with Biden, and above it has Beavis and Butthead, and they look just like him.
Yeah. Here's Incredible Hulk, and that's issue number 275. With what's the Galaxy Trio? What are their names? The UFOs. I always like the UFOs. I can't remember the name, but I like them. Next up, we have issue number 230. All right, and we have issue number 232. This one might actually stay with me. This next one, because it is one of my favorite covers of all time. It is Sergeant Rock. I mean, this is the reason. This is really the reason why I bought this, and it's got chips on the fucking cover. God damn it! Of all the in Sergeant Rock books that needed to be chippy and looking bad, they put this one in there. This is issue number 384, and the reason why I like it is the images of war in his face. It's almost like a man broken because he's seen too much. It's like it's done. I've always liked that. I've always liked this cover. So yeah, this one stays with me. I'm gonna put that in a frame. Next up, we have issue number 241 of The Incredible Hulk. And then we have issue number 242. Hello. There we go. Then we have issue number 211. And we have issue number 210. One of the greatest Incredible Hulk stories of all time, and one of the earliest I've ever read, where I was actually active in my thinking. I love this book. I love this book. I read this book to the point where the cover was falling off. It's Hulk number 209, where he faces up against the Absorbing Man. I got to look into it. I think this one has some value to it. All right, next up, we've got another copy of issue 120 of Conan. Alrighty, then we have 125. Fuck a donkey. Quit it with the 127s already. And then
no donkeys were actually hurt in this message.
Not even a little bit. And then we have 120. What was it? 7?
but
Or
there's
no.
still daylight out.
This is 183 of Conan. All right, last bag, and then I've got a couple of. I got actually a pile of in their own bags, which of course they're those crappy fall apart. Like you said, sometimes whenever you see them taped up, they're taped up with masking tape.
Eric, we can. I think we've put Incredible Hulk covers on one of the polls for the rankings.
Yeah,
sure.
We have. Yeah, I put the Hulk up there because I really like the first Hulk covers.
I don't know if it ever won though. I mean,
Never
I think
did.
it just gets voted out.
Yep.
But eventually will. I mean, there's Avengers. There's all different ones we can still do. We'll eventually get to it though.
333.
That ass.
And then we have issue number 229.
Actually, wasn't she just doing the rogue pose from the X-Men?
No idea. Yeah, she was. You're right.
Was there the pop-ups?
Yeah. Well, almost. She's not really laying down, but yeah, almost. Let's see. We have issue number 212.
That's really dumb. That guy.
Here's issue number 226. Man, if you want a run in Hulk, it is this Saturday, man. Here we have issue number 224. And then we have issue number 261. Another Absorbing Man issue.
I feel like Crusher Creel's the only one that can actually take a challenge to the Hulk.
Well, there was the Abomination, although they should have changed the Abomination, make him more like. My thinking was him and the Thing. The way you have them stand up to the Hulk is that because of their mutation, they absorb radiation. So the stronger the Matter Hulk gets, the stronger he gets, and he feeds the Thing. He feeds Abomination, so they get stronger as well. Here we have issue number 80 of Marvel Tales.
With Crusher Creel, he absorbs. Is he limited to like just only certain things, or can't he just touch the Hulk skin and just?
No, he can't do. He can't do living.
Oh, he
nice.
He touches.
I like this. This is issue number 35 of Marvel Tales.
The reason I say because he's absorbed Colossus's skin, iron skin before.
Yeah, but it was steel. I don't know if that counts with flesh. To Prowl no more. This is issue number 60.
Yep, those are fun.
Gil Kane lives, says Paolo. Have you ever done? Okay, it is actually called Junior High Horror by Rob. What?
He's got a friend. His friend Posty writes for them. Teenage Horror High and something like that.
Okay.
Basically, Keen Spot, also known.
We've got Marvel Tales number 51.
Yeah.
This is a comic book that kind of turned RDV towards a Silver Age comic book lover.
Actually, though, that's the book that made me realize I should just go sit in traffic and block cars.
You were talking highly about that book, dude. I've got it on
I have it recorded. Well, I have the poster for it too, and I actually had the book.
All right. Marvel Tales number 62 with the kangaroo. Where's this guy? Where's this guy been? We need more kangaroo in our lives.
Go check out the video on Extreme on
right.
Show.
Next up, we have issue number 48. This is definitely the cover. I do recognize that cover.
We read that too. That's a fun book.
All righty. And we have issue number 49 with Mysterio. So hot right now.
Oh, we don't really.
Unfortunately, it is rolled. You can tell from the back.
Breen must be away.
And then we have issue number 57. Eric, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not away.
No reaction to Mysterio? What are you
watching?
He's
just being very quiet today.
I don't I don't need to not be quiet today.
Ah, okay. You think the books are speaking for themselves? I hope so. Would you endorse any of the books that I have been showing?
Apparently, I mean, I was just kind of trying to catch up on our beloved Commander-in-Chief's Big Boy press conference where he apparently confused Kamala Harris and Trump and said he was going to beat President Putin.
Yep.
He does not survive the weekend, folks.
You think they're going to oust him?
They have no choice.
Conan the King, issue number 37. That is hot. I like that. Oh shit!
It might be time to do the old. You got a nice breathing habit there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
They might. I mean, they want them out more than we do. Then we have Marvel 2-in-1 issue number 25, where Thing teams up with Iron Fist. And here is Marvel 2-in-1 issue number 23. Okay, I don't mind when we get some before 50s. That is him teaming up with Thor. These are in good condition too. All right, next up we have Marvel Team Up 109. Can you guess it, Mr. Breen?
Dazzler?
That's why we keep him around, folks. He knows this shit.
Well, you can just buy the whole entire omnibus. It's coming out later this year.
Oh, can't wait. Cannot wait. This is going to be $1 book. This should be 3 to 5 easy.
Eric and I are looking at the trades coming out for the next couple months, and it's just like the trades are. If you guys haven't collected anything, you're just starting comic books, you want to get older stuff. There's a lot of trades and omnibus that are coming out and reprint again.
Yeah, it actually got you a couple of extra trades, because I had to make shelf space for the incoming.
Awesome. I appreciate that. All righty. Let's see. We have Dazzler number 7. And we have Dazzler number 5.
Well, Eric now has shelf space for all his Trader Joe popcorn.
And we have Dazzler number 3. Getting rid of these shit bag and backing boards here. And we have Dazzler number 4.
People bring in those are the older ones, Silver Age books. They just have the weird backer boards where it's like a brown cardboard on the back and it's polished.
Yeah, it's white on one side, brown on the other.
It's like, what half-ass job is that?
That's what they used in the early to mid '80s.
Yeah,
first backing boards I got were those.
I still come across those every while, and then the book smells like pencils.
This is another copy of issue number 7. This one is 50 cents.
Yeah.
It is not in great condition. All right, next up we have some Sergeant Fury again, and this is issue number 146.
I've had to go out and actually buy new Silver Age bags and boards for some of the books I've been getting, because it's like, I normally don't get Silver Age, but if I get them for like 50 cents, then they're like in good condition. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to replace the bags because the bags always look so freaking crusty, or they're so wrinkled.
Yeah, I hate. I mean, look at that. You can actually see the dirt here. It's
Yep.
Yeah, but like I said, it does do the job. The books are not in bad condition. You know, they're not dirty, is what I'm saying.
As soon as you put that bag in, or a new bag in there, it looks so nice.
It looks so much better. Yeah, I know. This one, on the other hand, won't. I don't know if this would be. Yeah, I guess this would be not $1. This is $1. It's old enough to be $1. It does have problems. It's got some clips at the top of the cover. It's got a little bit of a roll. Actually, it's not a roll. It's a flat because it doesn't show roll.
Who was saying that I joined Antifa? I would never join Antifa.
That is Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commando, issue number 85.
I like drinking milk and dairy and consuming dairy products, so I'd never join Antifa. People are dumping the milk on stuff. I'm like, you nuts?
Yeah, I don't like Hitler, so I wouldn't join Antifa. All right, next up we have issue number 77 of Sergeant Fury.
You don't have to worry; he's not there anymore.
Yeah, well, they keep him there through spirit. Let's see. Next up we have Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, issue number 118. Got a pretty good collection now. There you go.
Yeah, when does the new Flash Gordon come out? We got a preview, but I don't remember if they were set a date.
And next up, we have Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commando, issue number 151.
All this talk about Sergeant Fury, you guys should be reading Get Fury right now. Oh, the new one is just awesome. You're right,
and here is Sergeant Fury, issue number 151 right now. All right.
I'm just saying, it's like I been loving some of the new books coming out.
Okay, next up we have issue number 145. Yeah, let's see. So that comic made VENKMAN join Antifa. Sure, blame it on the comics. That's how we get a new Wortham. The new Flash Gordon comic can't wait to come out. A new hero I'm going to read after months. Issue 145. And then we got issue number 134. Hopefully we have some action on these things. But like I said, for some reason, Sergeant Fury does not get the same respect as Sergeant Rock. And I have no idea why that might be. Could it possibly be because he's more comic book? Like with Sergeant Rock, they try to make it a little bit more like, okay, these are war stories told by people, and we just put them into comic book. But Sergeant Fury spends a lot of time now with Captain America and, you know, superheroes. So maybe it's looked a little bit more cartoonish. I don't know. But I do know I have a issue number 324 of Sergeant Rock. That is pretty awesome. That is a great cover. That cover gets a 10. Maybe that's how we should treat this one. Okay, Eric, what do you say? We have Sergeant Rock issue number 311.
All right.
Oh, they got a birthday candle.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
All right. RDV, what says you? Oh yeah, that's a birthday candle. Yep.
Took a minute.
Yep.
That cover's going out with a bang.
There you go. Okay, next up we have Sergeant Rock, and this is issue number 323. Frankly, we've got some great tank action going up against a bunker. Big explosion in the background. I'm definitely giving this one, I think, a 9. What says you?
Some days you just can't drive without road rage.
Right. So what do you think? What do you think that one gets?
I'd say for action, I'd give it a 10. There's bombs everywhere, gunfire, motion lines. We don't know if they're going to crash over a cliff. We don't know where they're going. It's disturbing. It's like nonstop action.
Back in the day, you could see the Justice League at SeaWorld. There's a crease right here on the cover. But this is Sergeant Rock issue number 308. We got a Nazi. He's got his gun to Sergeant Rock's head saying, "Tell them now who is the better soldier, Sergeant Rock. Tell them now."
I'd be afraid if one of those ammo belts caught fire.
That's a
definitely. I'd never want to wear gunpowder on me.
And here we have Sergeant Rock issue number 305. Fire, shaker, fire. I can't, Sergeant Rock, as a tank is barreling down on him. What says you, Eric?
He's muted.
What?
He's muted.
There he is.
I said, what says you? Where would you put this cover?
10.
10. Damn. I mean,
You know,
it's freaking
you
Sergeant Rock.
gotta have you gotta have at least some respect for Rock, even if you don't like his character. But the guy is carrying thousands of pounds of just ammunition on him, belts on him.
I know. He's got 9 ammo belts. Yeah. Here we have Hulk number, this is Ernie Chan, 1977. This is Incredible Hulk number 219.
I picked up just one, and I was just like, all right, I won't want to carry this for 20 miles or not even a few feet. They're heavy. No man is an island. Oh, he's better. You know, what is he on? He's on the Titanic?
He's definitely on some sort of ship. What do you give that one?
I give that, those guys need better insurance.
Okay.
No, I give it about an 8.
Well, there you go. More Incredible Hulk. We have issue number 284. I got to tell you, this is a very simple cover, but I give it a 10 just for the fact that we've got Hulk leader and She-Hulk on it. and this is Incredible Hulk issue number 284.
I just learned that they were gonna have do a crossover between the 70s Spider-Man and the Banner Hulk, you know, the David Banner, the Bill Bixby, but they just never got worked it through. That would have been great.
Yeah, that would have been good. Next up, we have issue number 289 of the Incredible Hulk.
I also just can't watch that Spider-Man show because every time I see his eyes, it's just like, what were you thinking?
I can't watch it because it sucks.
I like that he chose for Peter Parker. It was a decent actor. It's just that when he puts on that costume, it's like, what were you thinking here?
Yeah,
and he takes forever to climb everything. So
it's no 1970s Doctor Strange. Here we have 292 of the Incredible Hulk.
I still haven't watched that. That's one of my movies to review. I'm gonna get Rob to watch it with me.
And here is oh, hold on. Here we go. Come on. Where's the? I need. This one's all taped up as well. God, I hate these fucking bags.
What's up, Austin? Paydays just came. I think I'm going to try prepaying for some comics, maybe for some lower big dogs this weekend.
Oh, nice. I appreciate that. I really do. Here is issue number 293 of the Incredible Hulk.
Ooh, he just killed the thing. Look at that. Chunks of his face is gone. His head's spun around.
Yep.
Reed Richards, his neck is in a knot. He's stopped breathing.
What do you guys think about the fact that they kind of OP'd the Hulk and left the Thing behind? What do you think about that?
Well, the madder the Hulk gets, the stronger he gets. The Thing is just only as strong as he is. He doesn't get any stronger. So
but in the beginning, the whole thing was Thing versus the Hulk. What do you think about it, Eric? What do you have to say?
I never had a problem with it.
Yeah.
On his best day, he wasn't anywhere close to as strong as the Hulk. That's what made the facts that their battles were even as close as they were was more about the Thing's determination.
I mean, I just read a book where Wolverine was swimming.
1978. Yeah, I know that's stupid. 1978, ladies and gentlemen, Hulk number 223.
I don't care.
Tell me these aren't just, I mean, just when you look at stuff like this, you know, I have a good appreciation for a lot of things comic book. I love reading the history. And sometimes, and this is why I love the show we do every night at 10:30 p.m., except for Saturdays. I love it because we get to look at covers and such. By the way, I did post the GI Combat, the results of all the voting and everything. I put it in number order. I forgot to put up the points. I'll remember to do that in the next one for our Army at War. But tell me that's not an awesome cover. And when you get a comic book like this, we're jaded. All of us are jaded. I know I do this. I know you do this. But we'll look at a 1980s comic and we'll think, yeah, it's modern. And I think, you know, partly because we've been calling it modern age for far too long. I'm glad we changed to copper. But you look at something like this and you don't think it's an old comic. It's fucking 50 years old almost. That book is 1978. You know what that means? It's 45 years old. It's older than most of you. It's older than, or as old as some of your parents. I mean, that is something. You know, you look at these things, it's just, it's something. And I recommend it to you guys. I really do. I recommend it. Just go through your comics sometime and look at the covers and check it out and just go, how beautiful is that? These things are, man. These things really are. Here's issue number 237 of the Hulk. You know, when you get people, they try to put it down. Comics are for kids, and you know, maybe they were at one point in time. They haven't been a long time, but you know, they're still enjoyable. Every aspect. You know, and I'm sorry, but I've seen a print, I guess, of the Mona Lisa. I don't know if I've ever seen the original. I went to the Louvre one time. Not the Louvre, but the fucking one in Washington. Saw a lot of art. A lot of things people tell me is supposed to be art. In all honesty, that's art. You know, I mean, what? Van Gogh draws a fucking vase of flowers and we're supposed to fawn all over that? Has he ever drawn a fucking brute tearing up a robot? How is this not art? You know, how is this not high art? You know, just because it's printed on a cover and sold on a magazine. I've seen the first time I've ever seen a Norman Rockwell painting. As a matter of fact, that most people saw that in a fucking magazine.
Remember, comics are
now
for kids.
Now it's high art.
People will never respect you because you read comics. Because comics are for kids. They're not for the adults.
I'm no, it's seeing that's what I'm trying to to talk about. I appreciate. In all honesty, I've got this one. And that's something that if I could actually put out there, if I could actually change somebody's mind or heart about it, this is true art.
I'm done changing. I'm just using violence now.
Oh, there you go.
You know, you put the fear of God into one of them, they'll probably stop.
I've never looked at a lot of paintings and thought, wow, the way I did when I see Silver Surfer #4. You know, it's just, I don't know why. Some people, oh, this is real art.
Well, I was telling
Starry Night. You smeared a fucking thing of blue and red. You dotted it. It's a fucking Starry Night.
I was showing Breen the interior cover for the Savage Sword of Conan, the new magazine's out, and I love how they do the map in there. And there's numerous cities there. It took them a long time to detail it all out.
Oh, here's one, and this will prove what I'm saying. You can have people take paint-covered paintbrushes over a canvas, and it's supposed to be some sort of in high art where people look at it and go, it expresses the anger. No, it doesn't. It expresses the guy's fucking ripping you off. But you cannot make a comic book by grabbing onto a couple of art brushes and going, it's not going to work.
This banana wall represents all my hatred for mankind.
Tom Taylor can't Kelly Sue DeConnick onto a couple of pages and call it a comic book. But artists body paint themselves and then on a canvas and they call it art. It's ridiculous.
I call that a tale of terror. It's Kelly Sue DeConnick's on a book.
Let's see what people are saying about my little rant here. Comic art, mag art is not high art. All right, so once again, Norman Rockwell, not high art, but a fucking bowl of fruit because it's, no, I'm sorry. Some Campbell's fucking soup is high art because it was done by, what's his name, with a drug-addled brain.
There's an artist who,
what is his name? What was his name? What's his
Warhol.
Andy Warhol, thank you.
I'm sorry, but Picasso is not a great artist.
Here we have 283.
When you can't even draw the anatomy correctly, and you have to draw it all like warped, you're Riley Erasmo.
Yeah, Alex Ross, classically trained, and he draws some awesome shit too. Most people who invest in modern paintings and sculpture are actually laundering money, says Paolo. Lenderen's art in his Inhumans miniseries is definitely art. We've seen copies of the Mona Lisa a million times. We're just used to it. To be fair, art is subjective. Could a comic book artist draw a Bob Rice landscape in 30 minutes or less? Vice versa. Dude, there is somebody who's actually done that. There is somebody who has actually done that in comic books, and we all revere him because he was drawing most of the Marvel Universe in the 1960s. The man was a workhorse because he was afraid that if he wasn't a workhorse, he would be fired. He had no idea how revered he was in the comic book world, and that's Jack Kirby. Here we have issue number 272 of The Incredible Hulk.
I was going to say, the guys who did all the Bugs Bunny cartoons, art on that, when they draw the trains and all this stuff, that's really good art too as well. But that'll be said, well, that's a cartoon. It's not a Picasso, it's not a Van Gogh.
Actually, Jack Kirby was very much, one, a hippie, and two, he was very experimental in his art. That's why it looked so wild and wacky. He wanted comics to become a little bit more expressionist, I think, not so literal in some cases. If you're looking for a spiritual successor, I would almost have to go with Bill Sienkiewicz. because he too sometimes would draw imagery that wasn't quite what it was, but you understood what it was. Next up, we have issue number 263 of The Incredible Hulk. Eric, you're silent through this conversation. Am I way off base, or what are you thinking?
No, I'm just listening to you two. Not the band, you and Venkman.
No, look up Charles Martin Jones. He's the artist for all the Looney Tunes cartoon stuff. Look at his art he did on it. That is freaking art.
You know what? Charles Martin Jones. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he was he wasn't very well known, sir.
Yeah.
You could have said Chuck Jones, dude.
Well, I'm gonna say you can say Chuck Jones. A lot of people don't know who he is. They just know that the cartoons. They know the cartoon, but they don't know the artist.
Dude, you could have said
that's because
no, dude. You could have said many different names, but when you say Chuck Jones, people know in Chuck Jones.
Who? I want to list the hands of the crowd.
Everybody.
I don't have a clue who that is.
Oh, I'm sure you don't, you lying mother.
I don't. Who is he?
Chuck Jones, the guy who did all the freaking cartoons, the Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry. You serious?
I never knew the guy's name. No.
Oh, wow.
Not one of the names I
Yeah.
knew.
Are you serious? Okay, guys, I cannot be the only one. I'd say a quarter of the normies who know Chuck Jones today.
Dude.
Guys, I cannot be the be honest. In the chat, did you know who Chuck Jones was before this? Because he's like the Looney Tunes artist. Trusty, we all know Chuck Jones. Yeah.
That's too
Apparently not.
Now, in all honesty, I'm less surprised that Venkman doesn't know him than you, Eric, in all honesty. Yeah. Comic strip artist, 30s to 50s. You were a rock star. Yeah. Austin says, I know Chuck. Yeah, Chuck Jones is fucking huge, man. This day, it would be like not knowing who Brad Bird was. Not knowing who Chuck Dern. Oh, Lord, no. Next up, we have issue number 312.
I have even less of a clue what a Brad Bird is.
That I can believe because he's a modern guy. He's the dude that does all the Pixar movies and such like that. So.
But did you guys look up like how did you find out
nice.
How do you find out who the artist was? Did you look it up or something? Or
no, it was how did we find out? I mean, it was in books, magazines, articles, all sorts. It was everywhere.
I only knew it now because I Googled it.
Now we have issue number 214. That is hot. I like that cover. That's pretty badass.
I watched Looney Tunes about 20 years ago. I didn't pay attention to who the hell was making it. I was watching the cartoon. I always, whenever I turned it on, it'd always be halfway through the skit anyway. So,
Hey, do you remember Jimmy Fox?
Who?
Jimmy Fox.
Who is that?
There you go.
Okay, well, yeah, there you go.
No, it's a very famous baseball player, about roughly the same era that Chuck Jones was doing. It's all depending on your interests, I guess.
Yeah.
291. Yeah, you've always said you're comic book, not everything else around it.
I would say
I remember this one. This is when General Ross felt bad for all the times that he had chased the Hulk.
I would argue that more people know who Charles Schultz is for Peanuts. They do know though who Chuck Jones is.
For sure. You'll get no argument about that. Okay, so here's Incredible Hulk number 290.
I know Jimmy Fox is too.
I know Doc. I know Rod does he better.
That's because Doc, like Eric, they venture into both the jock world and the nerd world.
And here's issue number 245 of the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I'm about to venture into dinner world.
You better hurry up because you got 45 minutes here. Can't eat again.
What?
He's got 45 minutes.
We have our show at 9.
Oh, okay. I see. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Here's issue number 247. I knew I had a lot of books, but I didn't know I had a lot of books. Here we have issue number 243. I'll try to hurry it up. We've been casual as we've been chatting and everything. Issue number 243. This is going to be a very Hulk heavy and Sergeant Rock heavy. A lot of repeats. And it wouldn't be as bad if I didn't have to take off this dirt encrusted bag every fucking time. What do we have? We got the Collector, Strike My Slave at the command of the Collector, and we have issue number 197, and that is the Hulk and the Man-Thing. Alrighty. Next up, we've got, this is that Russian team, Soviet Super Soldiers. This is issue number 258. Were you ever a collector of the Hulk, really, Eric?
I'm sorry, what?
Were you a collector and reader of the Hulk?
Yeah, I had them all.
Mm-hmm. I remember digging on the Hulk for a while, especially this time. But this is, I believe, the wedding between Bruce Banner and Betty Ross.
Which one?
319.
Because I think they were getting married in issue 120 or something like that, and Sandman interrupted it.
And then we have issue number 233. Man, this is a fucking time to get some Hulk. You know I'm going to be putting $2 or $3. Some of these are going to be $1. This is a chance to get a freaking collection, man. Alrighty. Next up, we have issue number 316. What did you say was special about this one?
It was a great fight.
So armor, and also, what the hell is Hercules wearing? That's not Hercules. The guy is wearing a strap over his nipples. That's about it.
Next up, we have issue number 320. And we have issue number 315. Alrighty, and now we're on to some bigger dogs. And the big dogs. This is actually a clean bag. Holy shit. This is issue number 211 of the Avengers. And we have issue number 172 of the Avengers with, hey, loading heads.
Awesome book.
Let's see. Now we are getting into some what I would call the $5 to big dog books, the ones I had to order separate. And we had Batman 354. I've always loved that with Victor Strange.
Hugo.
Did I say Victor?
Vector.
What's your Vector, Victor?
What's your Vector, Victor?
Hey, man. Action.
Over, huh? All right. Next up, we have issue number 20 of the Batman family.
It's great to see Man of Action.
How you doing?
That's how we know you're live. You show up at least once a year.
Next up, I don't know why I had to get this, but I was like, I'm gonna bid on that. With the Batmans, I bid on like 20. I kid you not, and that's the only one I won, and that is funny how it works that way. I didn't go too high, just because I was bidding on so many. But this is giant size Marvel triple action with Avengers, Daredevil, Doctor Strange, and Thor.
If you're not showing the comic book, you gotta be careful with because out of context, that sounds bad.
All right.
Marvel triple action.
Yeah, I got it because I'd never seen a giant size triple action. Next up, we have Ms. Marvel, and this is issue number 12.
I've seen a giant size man thing.
Here is issue number 12 of Ms. Marvel. There you go. And we have issue number 13 of Ms. Marvel.
Those are fun.
And we have issue number, what is this? This is issue number 20.
Are those going for 3 or 2 on those?
No. I'll check, but no. I had to pay 3 or 2 for them, so yeah.
Dang.
There we go. And let's see. Next up, we have Captain Marvel, issue number 53. Haven't had a lot of Captain Marvel in the collection, so when I had the chance, I was like, yeah, let me see what I could get from here. another thing where I put a bid on a whole bunch of them. And I want a few. I want a few. Here we have issue number 57. With
You
Captain
know,
Marvel versus
Maranya,
Thor.
the more you whine about not being seen, the more I ignore you
Wait, what's going on?
because we're not reading your comments.
Oh, I'm not reading anybody's comments. I'm
I know.
sorry. You, Paolo, but when comments before and after mine are read out loud, I honestly wonder if I'm being shut up.
I will just say personally,
I haven't been looking at anything. I'm glad at least the chat is seeing what I'm commenting. That Hulk with Thunderbolt Ross and the gun system. Yes, it was. You can tell.
I'm the only one reading out comments. I want to.
I'm looking at books.
I know the reason I'm not reading up Maranya is because I see Maranya every single day. I don't see Dr. Silver Man of Action ever in the chat. So
I'm not. Yeah, nothing. There's nothing personal going on. I'm reading books off.
My mind goes to the new people I don't see ever. So
well, no, you shouldn't. You shouldn't ignore them. You shouldn't ignore Maranya at all. It's
I'm also reading comics too. So
and by the time I do look up, I look from the top to the bottom, and then I'm back to the books. Here's issue number 61 of Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I look up if her comments already been buried by 2 other ones, I don't scroll up.
And I had to get this one just because the cover looks so awesome. I've never seen the Watcher like this, but this is issue number 36.
That being said, if you'd like to see your comment read off, super chats are an option.
Bullpucky, you've been reading a lot of other comments out loud. Okay, now we have Captain Marvel issue number 29. There we go. And then we have Defenders issue number 17. This is the first cameo appearance of the Wrecking Crew.
Luke Cage. I was going to say Luke Cage on the cover. This makes it good.
Yep. And then I tried for the entire miniseries, kids. Unfortunately, I only got one.
Was that the baseball one issue? Luke Cage and Defenders? The baseball?
Well, it was the bomb, and the kid thought it was a baseball. He was playing with a baseball. Yeah.
This is the Joker, issue number 6, with Sherlock Holmes.
Wow. Also, who does Joker's tailor? You know, because he has to have more than one suit. And he breaks out of Arkham. Does he go look for his costume and then leave, or does he just leave and then he has to like?
This is when She-Hulk joined the Avengers. This is issue number 221. There you go. And we have issue number 223 of the Avengers. And we have issue number 169 of Iron Man. And finally, very last comic of the day. Woo! Made it to the end, guys. Green Lantern, issue number 68. And I bid on it for the cover. I thought that cover was just awesome. So
I wouldn't be surprised if back in the day, like before they started putting all this crap into the books, they probably would have had Harley, like, when they're breaking out, she would have grabbed her costume and they would have showed her from her back, showing off, like, the curve of her back and stuff, changing.
All right, there you go, gang. Those books are going to be in the auction on Saturday. Anything of interest, Mr. Breen? You were quiet all through there. Usually I judge the thing by the oohs and the ahs. No oohs and ahs today. What do you think?
I was, like I said, I had no idea that Trump was vice president and some other things. So I was just kind of like slack-jawed mostly.
Okay.
Try to do 2 things at once. Yeah, I said, a lot of great Hulks.
Yeah, a lot of great Hulks.
Right.
It's going to be a Hulk and a Sergeant Rock kind of day on Saturday. But there you go. Did you see anything of interest, Venkman?
Probably the Miss Marvels that are probably going to be on my price range.
I don't know about that. I'll see what's going on.
How many do you have? You only have 3 of them, right? Of the
yeah. Well, I've got a couple from last week, but yeah, I have the 3 here today. I think I'm interested in the Bruce Banner marriage issue, says Austin. I don't have any more of the Classic Illustrated. Those were sold, and as soon as I can get more, of course, I try for them all the time. Let's see. Spoiler alert for the She-Hulk Avenger issue, says Austin. ROM on one of those covers. I know we had a ROM issue. Did we have any? I don't think I.
Just the Avengers 221 where he's one of the squares.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Looks like pre-Dennis O'Neil Green Lantern from the logo. Excuse me, says Austin. Dr. Silver Age, a nice big bug Yankees fan. Okay. But there you go, gang. On Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, we're going to have the auction. Everything that you saw today is going to be in the auction. So join us for that. Tonight, we are going over Savage Sword of Conan covers. They are awesome. It's Frank Frazetta art. Let me see if I can't get you up some pamphlets here. Sword. There we go. Because these books are definitely, these are some good stuff here. We're going to be looking at the first 12 and ranking them tonight at 10:30 Eastern. So join us for that. And yeah, just a little preview. These right here. And as I said before, they're pretty wild. They're good art. There's a lot of cool stuff to be talked about. Somebody yesterday said it's going to be a 10 fest. I can see that happening tonight. It's good stuff. So please join us at 10:30 tonight. Before that, though, I do believe the guys are going to get together, right?
Yep. Half hour.
Minutes.
In half hour. All righty. So join them over at Geeky Puppet Show. Don't forget to go on over, click life. Not life. I was reading Paolo's thing there. What is good in life? Those are where comic books were born from, says Man of Action. Go on over to Geeky Puppet Show. Take a look at what they've got to offer, and come on back at 10:30. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe. Go on over to Ko-Fi. Drop $1 in the tip jar if you like the content. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Good night, kids.